Through Bayuranga there on the border between Uganda and the DRC. Well, joining me now from central London is Ambassador Barnaby Kikaya bin Karubi of the DRC. Thanks very much for speaking to us. Can I just ask you, we heard there from our correspondent saying that the rebels don't want to take Goma, they want to talk to you. Are you talking to the rebels directly now?
It is very difficult for us to talk to them. Why? Because last week a group of United Nations experts came up with a report saying that the trouble in the East is being fueled by our neighbor, namely the Republic of Rwanda. So these so-called rebels, who, by the way, were headed by the man who has just been convicted in The Hague, Mr. Thomas Lubanga, have been supplied and equipped and by the government of the Republic of Rwanda. This is not us talking, it's the United Nations. So it is very difficult for us to talk to them. We would rather talk to the United Nations, who in turn will ask the Republic of Rwanda why they are destabilizing the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Are you not talking to Rwanda yourself directly? Why can't you talk to them or to the rebels directly?
Well, we are talking to them, but so far we haven't gotten any answer. All we know is that they are causing misery, they are destabilizing our country. For what reason, we don't know.
But there are criticisms also of the army, that they are also not clean in the way that they are dealing with this either, and in fact that they've not been very effective at all.
That doesn't justify a neighboring country of invading a country, recruiting soldiers, recruiting politicians to destabilize the country.
Do you accept, though, that the army has been at fault itself?
No, not at all. Our army has been very good in what they have been doing so far. The problem is for a neighboring country to come and destabilize our country the same way as Mr. Thomas Lubanga was doing in the past. As a matter of fact, Mr. Thomas Lubanga has second in command Mr. Bosco Taganda, who's also wanted by the International Criminal Court. Those are the questions that the international community should be asking themselves today.
Do you think that the rebels will go to Goma, despite what we've just heard from our correspondent?
Well, that I don't know. That's a good question for them. If they come to Goma, we will be prepared to defend Goma.
What are you doing to try and defend Goma and to look after the people there and safeguard them?
Our army is in Goma. We have a good contingent of our army there to try to defend Goma.
How many troops have you got there? Are you sure that you can defend that town?
I cannot. You appreciate that I cannot say on TV how many troops we have. The country is at war, so we are prepared to defend the city of Goma.
Just can I ask you, you talk about the UN saying that Rwanda is behind this. Do you have any evidence yourself of that?
We do have evidence. As a matter of fact, we've been saying this for years. But today, it's a UN group of experts, as well as international NGO like Human Rights Watch, Global Witness, who have proven beyond any doubt that Rwanda is the one causing trouble in eastern DRC.
How long do you think this is going to go on unresolved? And what would you like the international community to do now specifically?
Well, we would like the international community to take decisions now, like what they have done in the past. People who are responsible for all the miseries of the people of the eastern DRC must be prosecuted and arrested. Justice must prevail.
Okay, Barnaby Kikaya bin Karubi, Ambassador, many thanks indeed for talking to us here on BBC World News. Thank you.
My pleasure.